Hey everyone, my name is Alex, and this is I Am Setsuna. Um, yeah, last we left off, we had made it to the final area. When we did, we had actually opened up a bunch of side quests for all the different characters in the game. So, what I'm going to do now is go through every single side quest for every character, and show off how to get the ultimate sprint knights for every single one. Today, we're going with Endir. So, to begin, you want to go back to Knife Harbor. So basically, the place we went to right after the game started. We travel west, and then a little bit to the north. There you go. Knife Harbor is right there at the bottom. All you need to do is go in here, and you are going to talk to this fine gentleman. Ah, you're Endir of the Masked People, ain't you? I've got a letter for you. A letter for Endir? From who? Hey, what do you think you're doing, kid? You can't just read someone else's letter like that. So, what's it say? I'm leaving this to you as I believe you have the potential to make use of it. As you perhaps know, in these lands there are 3 important altars. It is said that if you hold up this Sprint Knight stone at those altars, you will receive guidance for the future. First, you should visit the altar in Sarandale. Next, the altar on Morbreeze Mountain. Then, finally, the altar in the Hincott Forest. Remember this order well. When you require guidance for the future, please remember this letter. I hope that the wisdom of ancients can give you strength and shine a guiding light towards the future. You obtain the nameless Sprint Knight. What? Who's this from? A friend of yours, Endir? Yeah, I think I know who it might be. So, who is it? A woman? A man? Doesn't really sound like it's written by a woman, does it? You think we can really trust what this letter says? We've got an important duty to fulfill. Do we really want to put that at risk over something we read in some shady letter? Well, the first place it said to go to was Sarandale. It's your decision, but if we're gonna go there, we sure as hell better keep our guard up. Sarandale's not even that dangerous. But yes, he's right. We are headed to Sarandale now. Which, if you remember, is the abandoned village that we met Nidra to begin with. To get to Sarandale, all you need to do is go southwest of Knife Harbor. Right about here. And in we go. Now the altar is located a bit of a ways. If you remember where we fought the Reaper for the second time. Yep, we gotta get through these guys. If you remember where we fought with the Reaper the second time, it's not in that area specifically, but it is to the right of it. So up we go. Save point there. Might be a little. Nope, no sneak attack these guys. Oh, and these guys are explosive. I always forget about that. Actually, I'm curious. Okay, that does work. There you go. So if you ever want to stop the explosions, all you need to do is you stop. Of course. It's easier said than done. There we go. So this is the first altar. A world in which space, life, and even time are all connected. All life is one, all life understands each other. The birth of a white world of brilliant light. The nameless Sprint Knight transformed into the birth Sprint Knight. What was that? I heard it too. Is that the voice of one of the ancients? That Sprint Knight stone you received, Endir. Don't you get the feeling it just changed? Yes, you're right. I can sense something from it, like a powerful spirit. A special power must have been channeled into it. There were other altars we were supposed to go to, right? What were they again? Morbreeze Mountain and Himkoff Forest, right? Maybe we need to go to all three of them for something to happen. That's pretty much exactly what we need to do. So yeah, with that, we can go ahead and head out of here. All in all, the very beginning part of this quest is just kind of go to these areas that you may or may not remember from the very beginning of the game. Here we go. And back onto the ship. Now from Sarandale, we are heading to the Morbreeze Mountain. So if you head northwest, there's plenty of Citadel. And I went too far. There you are. I went a little too west. And not enough north. But yes, here's Morbreeze Mountain. And we just need to work our way. Ah, shoot. There we go. Yeah, we just need to work our way through some of these fights quick. Some we might actually be able to skip entirely. But there are some that are just a little bit too obnoxious. Nope, we got it. And here's the altar. So, this is the second altar. You think the stone will change again, like with the first altar? Yeah, probably. For what reason would the ancients leave behind such messages for the people of the future? These are people from way before even your ancestors, right, Julian? Maybe they had some sort of vision. If only we could meet them and ask them ourselves. If hearing these messages from them makes us feel that way, maybe that's what they were trying to do. Maybe they wanted to somehow talk to us across time. A Spritnite stone bringing people together across the ages. I kind of like that. There it is. Space, life, time. The birth of creation. New concepts and ever-expanding possibilities. An age born from the flow of time. A world in which time has begun to move. Birth has transformed into prosperity. A world in which time has begun to move. So does that mean up until that point, time stood still? I'm not sure I get all this. Perhaps the world the ancients inhabited was one that we can't even imagine today. I wish we could see what it was like. Anyway, one thing's for certain. The power in that stone seems to have increased again. You are correct. I might not be able to sneak past these guys. Yeah, no, that's not happening. Oh, that's right, I can survive that. Not unless I do that. Okay. And I know there's like one more group right here, but... if he moves, that might be good. Nope, never mind. Ah, he would move. What? That was overkill on one dude. There we go. Okay, yeah, so with that we can very easily get out of here. This way. Okay, and then next up we are actually going to a new area. Now, we are headed to Himkoff Forest, which we've never been to before. But if you head west-ish... Oh, you know what, it was southwest. There's an island that is... Nope, that's not Farmer. Yeah, okay, there is. Yeah, you want to head southwest of Morbreeze Mountain. So here, let me run through that again real quick. Yeah, so like there's Milbury's Mountain. If you literally head like southwest, you will pretty much hit it. Pretty much. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so Himcott Island. And as I said, we haven't been here before. So when we go into this forest, you're gonna see a different but familiar enemy. Oh yeah, this guy again. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna chill out for a bit, and you'll see why very shortly. The other penguins you don't really need to worry too much about. Oh, she was outside of the range. Obviously the King Hoppy though, is one that we do need to worry about. At least until we get Iron Maiden off. Yes. You guys had watched an episode from the earlier playthrough. I discovered that these guys are actually susceptible to death. So all you need to do... And yeah, you can't sneak up on these guys either. It's a bit of a bummer. But yeah, all you really need to do is just get your SP up and get an Iron Maiden off if you have that combo available. Which, if I remember right, is... What is it? Yeah, stop and precise thrust. You can just breeze right through these fights. So that was fight number 2. Fight number 3 is right up here. And this is the final fight. I just want to top off. Yeah, the rest of these guys you really don't need to worry about at all. There we go. And Iron Maiden. There you have it. Yeah, once you work your way past there, you just need to head up. There's a save point right there in case you need it. And we have the altar. Final altar. A world in which space, life, and time are no longer connected. All life is now separate, and all life must now possess magical energy. Power born from creation speeds up the flow of time, and throws the light into disarray. Connections are broken, and magical energy thrives. The demise of a white world of brilliant light. Prosperity transformed into demise. So, this ancient age met its demise because all living things came to possess magic energy? Is magical energy a bad thing, then? It's just stating the facts, ain't it? Magical energy came into the world. I don't think it's saying whether it was a good or a bad thing. I wonder how much time passed after that, before the age of my kingdom. An unimaginable amount of time. Whoa, he spoke! The saturation and exhaustion of magical energy repeats again and again as time passes. The age of the kingdom was no more than one part of that cycle. What? Opposing forces are reacting inside the Sprint Knight. Ain't something meant to happen once we've been to all 3 altars? That was just a guess, right? It doesn't seem like anything bad has happened, but nothing good either. Looks like it's addressed to Endir. I'll go ahead and read it. What was he just saying about reading letters? Seems you've arrived at the final altar. I knew you could do it. However, the Sprint Knight's stone's power has likely not yet been unified. In order to make it reveal its true power, one more step is necessary. My house is on an island to the south of the mainland. Come and see me, and I shall tell you what to do. Whoever writes these letters is kind of bossy. What do you think? Can we trust this guy? He doesn't seem like a bad person. Alright. But yeah, so opening this chest gives you Supreme Prayer. It is a talisman that will boost the amount of experience you earn. Not too shabby. Really useful for grinding. But we are now heading down and out. And we're heading to another island that we've never been to before. Yep, so out we go. And Craigholm Island, which is the name of the island we're heading to, is a little bit south. Like if you just go a little past the docks and then immediately head west, you should be able to see an island. I probably did not go south enough. Yeah, okay, a little bit more south. There you go. This is the island. Craigholm Island. And this is the house that he was talking about. Now, before we head in there is a boss fight. A very, very gnarly boss fight. And the only reason I say it's gnarly is because it is a one-on-one boss fight. With Endir against, well, you'll see. However, I decided to grind out a bit. So as you can see, Endir is up to level 47. I think at the last episode he was up to like 42 or 43 or something like that. I can't recall. But want to make sure you're stocked up on items. And then this, deep fried crystal lettuce. This will boost your evasion rate. You're definitely going to want that. As far as Sprint Knight goes, I looked up something. Basically something that would help me out with the fight. Aura is basically there for healing when you definitely need healing. Spark, when that has been used with momentum, will also heal you. All-Seeing Eye increases your evasion rate. Iron Vow will increase your physical defense power if you do get smacked around a bit. Commanding Wave will boost my ATB speed and increase my turn frequency. Life Force Logic gives me a bit of an MP boost, or HP boost, my bad. Avenger returns damage to enemies when damage was received, so it's a little bit useful in that regard. Quick is a new ability I actually unlocked not too long ago. It basically, it creates the ATB gauge basically is already partially full when it's cast, and it lasts for probably 3 or 4 turns or so, 2 or 3, something like that. Blade Wave and Backslash, the only reason I really have those on there is because they give me the tech power fluxes that I need. I'm not really going to be using those during the fight. Radiance, I also saw in another person's fight, but I didn't really use it when I did my little, my test fight. I did do a test fight and it did work out for the most part. We'll see how this goes now though. And then Eternal Recurrence. Basically, when techs of the same element are used in a row, a counter rises and actions increase in power based on it. You don't have to just use techs. You can also use physical attacks as well. So yeah, those are all the Sprint Knights that I have equipped. And then as far as the Talisman goes, I put on Braveheart. What this does is it boosts my physical attack power and then gives me 2 all slots, 1 command, and 1 support slot. So as you saw earlier, all of my Sprint Knight is full up as much as possible. These are basically some of the ultimate talismans in the game. Haven't found all of them yet, but I've found a decent amount. And then as far as weapons go, you, at this point in the game, actually unlock something called Orichalcum. Here, if you go to Strength and Weapon, Orichalcum will allow you to push your weapons past their maximum limit to like the new max. So Rainbow, this weapon right here, which boosts the critical hit rate that Endir has, is maxed out. So I believe that is it. So we, after I throw an Ether on Endir, mostly because I want a maxed out MP bar, we're going in. Oh yeah. There you are, finally. There is something I wish to talk to you about. You come in alone, Endir. The rest of you can wait in the airship. Don't worry, this will not take long. Well, alright. Yeah. It's our boy Hasper. Will you listen to an old man's story? It's not a long one. What sort of story? One that you may find surprisingly interesting. At least, I hope so. You've done well to gather each of the 3 powers inside the stone. I'm truly impressed. When I attempted to do so, it did not react in the slightest. I'm surprised to hear that. And I'm surprised to hear that from you. Nevertheless, my strength and magical energy alone were not enough. It seems the ancients will only grant their power to one they deem worthy. Tell me, how do you think today's world appears to the ancients? Interesting. I see. I also find it very interesting that you would think that. And why do you say that? Yeah, he is question guy all of a sudden. Because of humans and monsters. I hear that in ancient times all life understood each other. Hard to believe, eh? If it is true, perhaps humans and monsters once coexisted. Although, perhaps back then there were no concepts of humans and monsters. You see, Endir, I love this world. Not only its beauty, but also its ugliness. Not only the good, but also the evil. I love every part of this world. Let me tell you about a man I once met, a mercenary. He was on the verge of death, as was the monster he had faced in battle. He had been hired to protect a village from the monsters. In order to protect the people of this village, he sacrificed his own life. When learning of his death, his client showed no sadness, but only concern for the future. Out of curiosity, I decided to try making a proposal to that client. If it were possible to keep the monsters at bay by sacrificing a small number of human lives, would you take that choice? The client hesitated, but only for an instant. As he replied, a smile almost seemed to appear on his face. Such a solution exists? I felt like shouting out, "Oh, what baffling creatures humans truly are!" A man who would sacrifice himself to protect the people from the monsters, and a man who would sacrifice the lives of the few to save the many. Which one are you, Endir? Well, neither, really. But why? Why? Damn, I apologize. But humans truly are very strange creatures indeed. Depending on their circumstances and position, they possess entirely different viewpoints. They follow their instincts, yet they also oppose those instincts. They are strong, yet they are weak. Yeah, what are you getting at? I apologize. I want to talk with you further. That is my only wish. Do you remember the town of Flanea? Yes, I remember. The way I see it, the Citadel was ruled over by a very human man. He was prepared to sacrifice the lives of the few in order to keep the monsters at bay. You remember, don't you? No man could control the monsters. That is what you thought, is it not? Of course. Yes, of course. It is only natural to think that. I know the truth behind what happened. Why do you think that is? Well, it is because the Lord made his deal with a monster who had transformed into a human. The one he struck a deal with was me. As a monster, I suppose you would say I am a disgrace. I yearn to become human. But you see, Endir, I find this life as a human so interesting. So very, very interesting. I love humans. Alright, what do you know about humans? You are a human I respect, Endir. I want you to help finish this. You, Endir, are my ideal human. And now, I intend to use all of my strength to destroy your future. I shall kill you, and I shall kill your companions. Then, I shall watch over this world's destruction with a smile on my face. No, I won't let you stop us. Then you must stop me. You think you can kill me, do you? Let us go outside. I do not want my house to be destroyed, you see, as a human. Here we are. First, I shall kill you. Next, I shall kill your companions. Then, I shall hand the ancient Spritnite over to the creature in the last lands. I shall bear witness to this world's demise in your place. Are you ready? You need to ask. You are a feisty one indeed, Endir. Then let us begin. This body may be old, but do not forget that I am a monster. So yeah, here's the fight. Alright, first things first, gonna cast quick. So I can get that ATP boost. This is true combat. Come, let us do battle. And we're just gonna attack. And attack. As you can see, there's that same element chain. And there's the miss. Haha. So as you can see, as we're attacking him, the attack is just increasing ever so slightly. Okay, that was actually a pretty gnarly hit. We can definitely survive another hit. Although, no, with me having momentum now, it's probably safe for me to just use Spark. So I can get the damage and the HP recovery off. And there's the miss. And then, I'm not sure if you noticed, but our ATB gauge kind of reset, so we're going to use quick again. There's the miss. And we're back to attacking. And there's those crits coming into play now. Get that one. So next, I'll cast quick again. So we need to use a mid-ether. And yeah, mid-ether is perfect. It basically brings me right up to max again. Alright, we can survive another attack, so I'm going to cast quick. I'll get my ATB boost going, and kind of use the singularity, honestly. Here, let's keep ourselves topped off. There's an early hit. Alright, we're going to use Aura. There's that. Another hit. Okay. Quick roar off again, so we're going to use that. And then honestly, I have enough MP to survive another attack, so we are going to use... No, not a high ether. That's just overkill. There we go. Okay. He's got an attack boost now, so we definitely want to make sure that we're topped off. Because from this point, he hits pretty hard. And that'll bring our momentum up. Whew. Okay, our ATB gauge just reset, so we're going to cast quick again. Like I said, it only lasts like 2 or 3 turns. So you want to try and keep that up as much as possible. Ah, okay. Whew. So yeah, like that same element chain, it's really working out in our favor now. Oh, so is the evasion. There's 310. Okay, that hurt a bit. Let's use Spark. Ooh, that was an early hit. Oh, and there you go. Death Throes is his final ability. If you can get to that point and survive it, you've won the battle. Just a cracked mask. He doesn't drop much else of anything else. Doesn't drop much of anything else. So you realized, did you? You're not much of an actor. I would expect no less from the man I regard so highly. Despite seeing through my act, you did not hold back. Amazing, Endir. You truly are worthy of the ancient Sprit Knight. You are worthy to entrust this life of mine to. You obtain Genesis. By channeling my life force into that Sprit Knight, the opposing powers inside it will be bonded together. Then, and only then, will it be restored to its former glory. Its power shall guide your journey towards the future. Take it with you on your way. You've grown stronger as a warrior, and more importantly, as a human. It seems the most important things of all are the bonds we make with others. I shall never forget that. Bonds, connections. What a truly wonderful thing. Oh. I mean, I know he tried to kill me. But still. Endir, I'm sorry. I know we were supposed to stay in the airship, but I was worried. Is it over now? Yeah, it's over. Thank goodness. Shall we go back to the airship then? Ah, what kept you so long? If you're done, why didn't you tell us? Don't let me in with these two, alright? I tried to stop them. I sense a great power. It seems the energy inside the Sprit Knight has been fused successfully. Is that so? Then I'm sure it shall aid us greatly. Now everyone's here. Come on, let's go. Damn. Could try putting it a little more politely, couldn't you? Endir's right. We've no time to waste. Yes, indeed. Oh, here we go. The emotionless trio. Alright. So yeah. We have now unlocked Genesis. I am probably going to put it over top of Radiance for now. And the way Genesis works, at least I still haven't quite figured it out yet myself, but causes special damage to all enemies near the target. And damage increases based on used momentum / fluxes. So, the more... I'm not sure if that's like the used momentum / fluxes like throughout the entire game. It's like if I go to my Snow Chronicles here, and you see momentum uses there at like 1093 and fluxes at 102. Like if that will get more powerful as that's going up, or if it's like per battle. But before I end this episode, I am going to show it off. Because while I can't quite figure out how the damage works, it's definitely pretty damn cool. Here, let's just go to, where are we? Yeah, Serendale will work. I think I landed on that tree. Oh, I didn't. Okay. Oh, yeah, Endir still by himself. Let's get Eterna and Julianen. Not that it matters much. I'm just showing off the damage here before we end the episode. Or the ability, I should say. The damage isn't really anything to write home about. At least, not yet. Oh, they spotted me. Okay, so... I'm gonna get rid of you. Gonna get rid of you. And we are gonna wait until his momentum is up. And we're going at it. So yeah, like, that's the damage. And while it did overkill and a bunch of, like, elemental damage to that guy, it just doesn't seem like a lot. So, I'm definitely going to have to research that ability a bit and try to figure out more about what's going on. The other thing I can actually point out with it is the combos. The combos that it is, like, paired up with are the ultimate abilities of all the other party members as well. So, once you collect all of those, you have a whole host of new ultimate combos, basically, that you can use. So yeah, there you have it. That was Ender's Sidequest. We are finished with that, and then next time I get on here, we're going to be starting up with Setsuna's, which, to be honest, is going to be super simple and a very quick episode. But I might as well show off where to get it and how to get it, etc., and what it looks like. So until then, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, be sure to please like, share, and subscribe. And until then, you take it easy.